It's such a thrill to be with you today. This is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. Outside, the newborn spring is coming by, and inside, we're even ahead. Today, we're going to talk about a picture that was painted and a woman that painted it. It is historically. Did you ever wonder who was the first painter of still lifes, of flowers, of fruit? Did you ever think about who came up with the idea for that? And was it good? Did people like it? Well, today I'm going to be talking about Margherita Caffi, who was the first woman who did who did still lives. She painted principally fruit and flowers. I came to know about Margherita Caffi because I admired so much her work ethic. For example, she didn't get any help with any tutors, any still lives for her to study from. She didn't get to stay with the boys. There's absolute strict prohibition for that. She had to share her paints with them. It was the worst possible way it could be, and yet Margherita Caffi overcame. So I want to say a couple of things that will make you so happy that you've come to know this lady. And lady she was. She was born Margherita Caffi in 1640. Now from that we can date exactly what is the most oldest painting of all. She died in the 20 September 1710. And she was both lucky and not lucky. She was lucky because her parents were both, the men in her family, in her extended family, were both painters. So she literally could work at home and no problem. But she didn't get any of the work, any of the spirit, any of the camaraderie, any of the paintings, any of the things she needed to know. Those things didn't come. So it was a kind of good thing, bad thing. Well, let's talk about the Margherita Caffi who got the good things. In her she got to stay home and work, and that was good for a home-based business. She became pregnant. She had 4 children. The boys in the class may have been doing some of that work, but she actually had to do it. She got to cook, she got to take care of the baby, she got to paint. And this shows me, if nothing else, she was incredibly organized. And I have to congratulate. And you know, another thing I want to say is this painting by Margherita Caffi that I'm showing you right there, that didn't come on, wasn't even known about until very, very recent. I may in fact have been the first person to have known about this painter once she got out with her children and she got on with her career. I may have been the first one. And there's something that's really very touching. My grandmother, Victoria Burgess Lowing, she loved painting. And she was from Illinois, like all the family. She traveled to me. I was the link in this case. And what was so terrific was these carnations and these tulips. My grandmother, Victoria Burgess Lowing, was a fanatic for tulip, particularly for tulips that were bigger than the normal ones. She loved big tulips, and she loved having me help her out in the Illinois sun 50 years ago. And we had a bond with each other. And this bond is continued from Margherita to my grandmother through me. I could absolutely sense that she was enthusiastic. You couldn't do what she did, hard though it was, if you didn't know the steps, if you weren't willing to learn, if you weren't willing to creep into the studio and do a little paint time, beg your father for help for a few shekels to buy some paint. You had to love your work. And you know, a lot of students who are young will look at this picture because they're very into things that are painting. They're very into first women doing this. I'm keen on it too. And what I want you to do is I want you to go up to your teacher in school and tell them that you've seen the first painting of the first woman artist in the world. And it was at the time of the Renaissance, which is helpful. Not totally not totally useful for her because they didn't let her out of the house. But yet, there's no rancor in this woman. I don't get the sense that she was angry. I get the sense that she expected nothing less. And I also get the sense that there must have been people like Victoria allowing out planting, saying, go ahead, Margherita, you can do this. Just go over there and hide those bulbs so Grampy won't see them. I can see it. There's a camaraderie between people like me and my grandmother and Margherita Caffi and the fathers. Another one of her paintings was Marquesto Volo. She was a family woman. She painted delicious family portraits. It's been too long that she's been hiding. No more. If you are listening to this program, then I want you to do something. I want you to scroll down and, of course, dig up all the information you can about Margherita Caffi, C-A-F-F-I. And then I want you to go to the link that you find. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And if you'd like more video like these that I find the pictures, I write about them, don't forget to subscribe. And my last word before I go on, today we have it so easy. An art student, I heard some art students in the cafeteria the other day talking about it. They were complaining about how hard they worked and nobody admired them, nobody looked at their works. And of course, it was all but my poor colleague could hold me back by my soldier shield and say, don't go there, Dr. Lant. Don't go let them complain in peace. I'm the kind of guy that believes in taking the first step, taking the second step, taking the third step. Tell people to come up and say, hi, speak to me. I'm new at this game. I want to know you. I want you to know me. I want us both to know Margaret Caffi better. And it will happen that way. Thank you so much for this marvelous chance to get together with you. I'm doing this more and more now. I've had a bout of good health, which is always important for artists or anybody else. And it's been fun. It's going to be more fun. I am so happy to be able to bring forth to the new artistic owner of Margherita Caffi, my hero. And I mean that.